rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead. A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it?
Who are
In
you?
life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy.
Bloodstone? I know not what you mean.
I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha!
I met a trio of strange, cult-like figures where the entrance of this tomb. They seem to have a precious stone in their possession.
Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone, deliver it now, and I may deign to end you quickly.
I'll be taking my
Run
leave.
if you like, Defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
So, oh no, boss fight, and there's just two minions. This fight's super easy, though. This is our first real, like, fight, besides the one outside. So, our dude's all about backstab, so we're getting behind him. So, we can't actually attack, though. We're out of AP. So, instead, we're going to set up with it by using fast track. And end our turn. So, we're not a fighter. We're just going to buff Varric over here.
This transgression.
We're going to blow this guy up a bit. We could aim for these guys, but we want to aim for the boss, kill him quickly, take off half his health, and he has a great sword, so we're going to take a step back from him. And also, because we're farther away, these guys are less accurate against us. So he chose just to turn around and stab us, which is fine. We're just going to front stab him, because if we were to backstab him, we'd only get one attack in, we'll get two. But spoiler...
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
No, don't do that. Bad cat. What? Oh no, we've been tricked. This guy's got two phases. So, our guy is kind of hurt, but not really. So, we're not going to bother healing him yet. We're just going to fire at the ghost here. So yeah, we're far away, so they have a less accuracy. They'll still hit us from time to time, but that's fine. These guys are missing a fair bit. That's the downside of being ranged in this game, is that at any real distance, you start becoming very shitty. Let's go behind this guy over here, and end my turn. So we're both pretty low in health, me and my dude. And I can attack in this turn and heal myself, or heal somebody. So this guy will die on his next turn, and I'm taking both shots. I'll heal myself because my other companion has more health, and we have the same health pool. So he walked away, he got kipped by an attack opportunity, and he's being shot now. So now I'm running all over here. If I do that, I won't be able to attack, but if I do this, I cannot attack either. I need to only go this far, so we might as well go behind him, since we cannot attack anyways.
On the mend.
So again, we're just going to shoot this guy. And we rolled high and killed him. Easy peasy. And then their treasure is all of ours. So a one-handed axe, some health potions, a key, another water balloon. Water balloons are pretty useful. They're like a grenade version of the rain spell, but in a short area, in a much smaller area. So very nice. And yeah, it's a tutorial dungeon. Quick and easy. Nothing too hard about it. So we could talk to those guys, but I'm not going to talk to me. I want to explore around. So this game rewards exploration. We haven't gone very far, by the way. The steps where we had that fight are just over here. And over here, we find a waypoint. We can teleport between waypoints real quick, like. Once we get a certain plot item that we'll be getting pretty quickly. Man, the water looks really good in high graphics. I'm used to playing this game on a really crappy computer. And having to play it on low and stuff, but this looks pretty good. This is a talking seashell.
Look! Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water.
It seems strange that you can talk.
Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur.
You don't seem to remember the past very fondly.
Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic harpy. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone. Alas, my fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for.
So it's the sea's embrace you long for.
Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives release, and treasure long sunk I will grant thee. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound bitch.
So we throw him in the water.
The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
So we get some money out of that, or we can get a magic ring instead, which is worth more and is just nice. So I'm going to give this to Varric. He's going to be in melee more than my character, and the extra 9 HP will be nice for him to have. So we're going to be kind of assholes here in a second, though. Because we're totally going to kill these guys up here. This is the kind of game where you should probably kill just about everyone you meet, if you want to be super duper optimal. Now, these guys are level 2, so we should be careful.
Right there, orc scum. No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horde in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
Who are you?
We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We of the Legion, liberators of Riverlon.
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius?
Seems you've been enjoying a drink or two.
Ever cat the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah!
So you are liberators, you say.
A noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay. Legion's motto.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
I'll just take
hold
my
on,
leave.
Hold on, not so quickly. You may not be an orc, but that doesn't mean I trust some outlander wandering the beach. Who's to say you're not a spy? Come, I'm taking you to the wizard. He'll squeeze the truth out of you one way or another.
So, something I can do. I'm not in the fight. I'm not in this this character is not in the conversation, so I can do stuff. So something I can do preemptively, for example, would be like to buff this guy.
Only the best for my allies.
And this buff, oh no, it does tick down. Okay. Well, since I've just made a horrible mistake, I'm just gonna wait around for a bit. I thought that it paused buffs, but I couldn't remember. So I figured I'd test it out. I'm just gonna wait for this ability to come off cooldown. Which will take a few in-game turns, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I should heal him while this is happening, because this has a much shorter cooldown than this spell anyways. Top mob full HP while I wait for this to come back. This will come back real quickly.
Oh, I needed that.
It lasts for 2 turns, and it takes only 4 for it to recharge. As your intelligence increases, these abilities recharge very quickly. But for now, they're slow. Let's continue with this. So I'm gonna tell this guy
I
to
don't
fuck
need an
off.
escort, especially not a drunken one. Back off or face me.
And face me, too. You two are a disgrace to your uniforms.
In league with the orcs, are you? Then get ready to face the Legion.
So we're gonna fight them because they're a disgrace to their uniforms. So I could go in there and get like mauled by them, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna move over here. I'm going to fast track, and that's all I'm gonna do for now. So now I'm gonna buff my character, Varric, over here.
Maim them! Maim them all!
So this ability is gonna cost me 7 action points. I think I can actually use it. I think it regenerates at least 5 per turn. I can't remember, you have to hover over to figure out how much you regenerate. Oh, I think it's something in your character sheet, actually. Somewhere. Oh, there you go. Action points, 6. Alright, so I gain 6 every turn. So yeah, okay. So I can fire one off and not have too few.
The force of Maxos is within me.
Because I want to be able to use teleport next round. Oh, that guy has a bow. That's fine. That means I should have shot this sword and shield guy first, to be honest. So I'm going to go around behind him. And we're going to lash at this guy, because he can bleed. And we just straight up killed him. Nice. No regret shooting this guy now. So I'm just going to shoot him. Deal some damage to him. I don't need to use teleport, and I'll use the heal now anyways, because it'll return him over turns anyways, so I'll just keep him topped off. So this guy is going to stab us. He doesn't have backstab, but he did make us bleed, which is unfortunate. Let's see, will I get the backstab here, or I need to move one more over? Right there. Now we can backstab him. If you're using daggers, you should always go for backstabs.
You can learn something useful, like how to wash.
Stitch of time, hey, my friends?
So yeah, the bleeding is over. We'll get one more heal from the heal.
As good as a new penny.
Perfect. And now we can talk again, which we should real quick.
Well, there we have it. 2 dead legionnaires.
So I'll say this feels
This
wrong.
feels wrong.
And
we
I'll
really shouldn't have.
and Varric will say, "Don't be so
Don't
soft-hearted."
be so soft-hearted. The thrill of the kill, there's nothing like it.
So this is the thing I wanted, if I was talking about earlier. So I am compassionate, which gives me more crit chance, which is nice. Being heartless gives you a 20% chance extra bonus to hits from backstabbing. Which, since this guy's a backstabbing rogue, that's perfect. We're going to raise our intelligence level. So now our abilities recharge same rate. They're a little bit more powerful though now. And we have 1 ability point. We could pick up something new if we wanted to, like a new skill. But we already have like 3 of these skills, and I'd rather save up to get them level 2 probably. We could put something into willpower, or into one of these abilities, but again, not really. Craftsmanship, nope, don't care about any of that stuff. I do care about leadership though, so I'm gonna get leadership. So now he has a buff, plus 5 initiative, plus 5% damage. It'll be much better once we get more party members, obviously. Because I'll give that buff to 3 people. I'm going to give him 1 point of con here, because I'd like him to have a bit more health, be a bit tankier. Because rogues are known for getting wrecked. So for skills here, I don't need more lockpicking or stealth yet for a while. And I don't really care about crafting on this character either. So I'm going to get Armor Specialist. I'm getting it because some armors have a speed penalty. I don't believe this armor does, no. But it will give me some more armor rating in general. So I have 37. Armor rating lets me take less damage overall, which is nice. I could take bodybuilding actually. And this actually bodybuilding would do better because it will reduce my chance to get these particular stats effects. To receive a status. Bodybuilding is for physical statuses, willpower is for magical statuses. I'm taking it so that I don't get knocked down as often, which is a very common status effect. So, Wooden Earth Staff, let's send that to my character, compare it. So it does more damage, it's level 2, we can build it properly, so we're going to equip it. Right now, the elemental damage in particular isn't too important of what it is, but it's nice to make sure you don't get any negatives for wielding it, based on your level. Like, this sword here is level 2, we could wield that if we wanted to, but we don't want to. Our rogue could use it in his offhand, if he wanted to. And he wouldn't get any negatives, he'd still get backstabs. Actually, I'm curious about something for the math, so I'm going to have him hold that for a bit. We're going to go down there, where the fighting is in full swing. So these guys have range attacks, and Smoke Bomb would help us not deal with them. So we're going to throw a Smoke Bomb at them. Because we don't want to get shot. Actually, I think I'm better off throwing the smoke here so I can like go around it later on. But you can't see through smoke. So if I throw smoke on myself, I should be basically immune to those attacks for a bit. I can't quite remember the mechanics, so let's see if I get peppered with arrows in a second here. But I think I should basically be immune to melee attacks here. So I can cast buffs myself at least. And I can't see the target, as you can see, so I can't shoot him. So this has done what I wanted to. I could go into melee with this character, but I don't plan on doing that. I just want to go for Rogue down the hill. So now, this guy can't, this archer here can't just pepper us with arrows. And our friends here are going to have time to come up here. Oh, these guys waste their turns moving towards us. My mage didn't really get around either, but my rogue here will get some work done. This guy did literally nothing. So, we have to be careful with our movement here. We can move here and not trigger an attack opportunity, so we're going to do that. But we don't have enough action points to do things, so we're just going to haste ourselves and end our turn. We have line of sight on this young orc trooper. Now I can move a few AP, like that much, and still attack. We want to kill the black cultist, so we're going to throw some attacks at him. He's a much more dangerous archer than he is a knife fighter, so having him pull out his knife like that is honestly good for us. Even though all three of these guys are having a hard time hitting him. Ow. Yeah, so him saving up AP means he gets a lot of attacks all of a sudden. Because he didn't use them earlier. So we could backstab this guy with a 98% chance to do so. And he's the one who's going to be attacked next. And if I move here, I won't get an attack opportunity on me. So we're going to do that.
I need another chance.
So I could attack this guy again if I really wanted to. Or I can not get my ass kicked in and go invisible instead. So we're gonna fire off another attack. Again, we want this guy to die. He's really dangerous, and we can't. I'm not sure if we could have shot the shaman there. He's also kind of dangerous, but he's low on HP when we killed him. I get that this guy yells shit as we beat up his poor shaman. But he's gonna walk away from us because he can't see us, so he can't attack us. So being invisible is just a good way to avoid taking damage. And now, oh, we're not behind him technically. This is the downside of backstabbing people. Okay. The game isn't letting me get an angle for backstabbing him. Or maybe it's because I have a sword in my offhand. No, I can backstab. I just was unlucky. So this guy's right here. I don't want him to be there anymore, so I'm going to teleport him, like, way over here.
Gentle flight, crushing descent.
So that does deal damage to him. Not very much, though. Enough, though, that move is more to get him out of the way. Because I'd rather him waste his whole turn coming towards us. Or even this is better, where our legionnaires are coming over here to make a human shield. We don't want our people to die, and he's moving. So he triggered an attack. And he wants to kill us, so he's coming after us.
Wrath of the Magi.
Just fire another attack at him. Throw a heal at my rogue. As you can see, to say one more intelligence and level has made that heal way better. So we can't get it back behind him, but we can get up to him, and we can deal the damage. And we got him good.
Those orcs had a human commander. Who was that?
How very curious. And how very disquieting.
Where are Bibius and Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
Taken before his time. Far before his time.
All these human people we could loot have no loot on them, by the way. So we're not going to bother looting them because it would be a waste of our time to do so. We're just going to go on and head into town, mending our injuries as we do so.
I feel better already.
And we're going to go talk to this cat now.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel.
So he's a cat, but he's also a merchant, and we can sell our shit to him. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm going to keep this hammer for other uses later. But having a hammer is useful. Having these explosives and stuff are also useful, so I'm not going to sell them. I'm not planning on doing that kind of crafting. I'm just going to sell that for now. I usually just buy potions instead of craft them. Shovel is useful, thread and leather is not. These books and stuff are useful to me. This isn't. How is it going? Over there. Sell these daggers, sell this chalice, sell this rope. Who needs rope? Raw meat? Not useful. So we do pool our wealth together when we're buying stuff, but our inventory is separate. I could buy this stuff if I wanted to, but I don't want to buy gear right now, as I'd rather buy abilities, so I have more of them to use. I don't have Geomancy or Power Kinetic. Oh, I'm pretty good. Just playing some Divinity. You know, the good stuff.
But I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day.
I was just talking to a cat, apparently.
I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
Summoned here by a cat.
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same.
Thank you, thank you.
Captain Aureus, though, the local
How
commander
goes the
of
rating?
the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
Well, that's good.
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank,
there's gonna be some bone
I have
storms
my
then.
doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink.
Well, watch out for bone spikes.
Still, don't simply take my
They
word
go up
for
the
it,
rear
Hunter.
and such.
It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
I'm done talking to
I'm glad
Aru.
we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
Won't be bored. How about that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
I do like the voice acting in this game.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets
And this is one, we got the rain skill. Time for some easy experience. We trade this shitty meh scroll for 900 experience and some rep. Rep's good. Reputation gives us bonuses to... Sorry. Drank some pop. It gives us a bonus to how people perceive us, generally in a positive light. And this is why we have teleport, because things can be out of reach, and with teleport, you can make them in your reach. Like that chest. Which has, look at that, free loot. So, this is magical stuff. We need an identifying glass to identify it, so let's go get one. Lore Master is not a needed skill in this game to progress, but it saves you a lot of money in the long term by being able to identify equipment on the fly. So let's go with market. We're going to do some actual shopping first off. I'm going to be looking around for gear. Well, actually, most of these skills, gear is important, but we can find gear. We cannot find skills much. There's a chest over here. We can get it later, or if I want to wait a second, we can get it now. That voice acting, though. It's pretty good. I like it.
The higher my throw, the harder the fall.
It's better than a lot of RPG, which sometimes have like really cringy voice acting. But we're getting some wands, getting some free loot. And this is Sicil. If you wanted to be optimal, you would rob everything that isn't nailed down in this town. Because it's really easy to just steal everything.
Time's a wasting.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than